Hello, welcome to English Composition. I'm Michael Cheng. I'm here with Cher Chen today.
各位同学，大家好，欢迎回来英文作文课程，我是 Cher。
Right, today in Unit 8, we are going to talk about writing a description. And we have two kinds of descriptions we're going to learn about. We'll learn about writing an objective description and a subjective description.
好，在本单元里面呢，我们将来讲解如何去撰写所谓的叙述文哦。那在这个单元里面，我们会特别去区分两种叙述，一种是所谓的客观叙述，另外一个就是所谓的主观叙述。
All right, so let's start by learning about these two kinds of descriptions in our writing focus.
好，我们首先呢，先从这个写作重点开始来了解这两种不一样的这个所谓的观点哦。
Right, when you describe something, you're trying to create a picture in the minds of your readers. And you can use verbs to describe, for example, an object, a location, a person, some kind of experience, even some kind of fantasy that you have. Just about anything that you can picture in your mind, you can turn into a written description.
好，当你在描述一件物品的时候呢，你会使用文字来让你的读者能够在他们的脑海中产生所谓的影像。那透过文字呢，你可以去描述一件物品，或者是一个地方、一个人、一次的经验，甚至是你的幻想。任何你可以在你的脑海中想象得到的东西，你都可以把它转换成所谓叙述性的文字。
Right, so now a reader can experience something new through your description, or else your reader can learn something new through your description. And we can describe our descriptions into two different types, objective descriptions and subjective descriptions.
好，读者呢可以借由阅读他人的叙述来经历一些新的事物，或者是学习一些新的资讯。那我们可以把这些叙述的方式呢分成两种基本的形式，一种就是各位同学现在在荧幕上看到的所谓的客观描述，那另外一种也就是所谓的主观描述。
Right, so now let's watch this little video and we'll see some examples of descriptions.
好，我们先来看一段影片，那我们就可以来理解这些所谓叙述的差异性。
Jenny, I have a friend who'll be a great match with your sister.
Really? What's he like?
He's about 185 centimeters tall. He weighs about 75 kilograms. He plays softball on the weekends. He just finished his master's degree, and he works for Sony.
Wow, he sounds like a good catch. I'll ask my sister if she's interested.
Okay, let me know if she wants to meet him.
Hi, Susan, it's me. Guess what? A friend of mine wants to set you up with her friend. He sounds great. He's quite tall and in great shape. He works out all the time. He's really smart and has a great job too. So, do you want to meet him? Okay, I'll talk to my friend and we'll arrange a meeting. Good, that's right. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, so from these two scenes, we saw that there are two different types of descriptions, one objective description and one subjective description. In our first scene, we had the objective description, and the second scene was our subjective description.
好，刚刚这一段影片中呢，我们可以看到两个不一样的场景哦。那不一样的场景也使用不一样的描述方式。第一段场景呢是这两个同事之间的对话，那他使用的是所谓的客观描述。那第二段场景是一位同事打电话给他的姐姐，这个部分呢，这个是所谓的主观描述。
All right, so now in our objective description, we heard the first woman say 185 centimeters, but in the subjective description, this came out as quite tall.
好，我们可以看到呢，在客观描述里面他提到说这个人是185公分高，但是在主观描述里头，他却只说他是相当的高。
Right, and also in our objective description, we heard the term 75 kilograms, but this became in great shape in the subjective description.
好，同时呢，在客观描述里头，我们知道这个人是75公斤重，但是到了主观描述里头，却只听到说他有一个很好的身材。
All right, next we heard some information about exercising. In the objective description, you heard plays softball on the weekends. But this became works out all the time in the subjective description.
好，那接下来他提到的是这一位人物他的运动习惯，在客观描述里面，他提到说他喜欢玩软式棒球哦，那周末的时候会去玩这项运动。那到了主观描述里头，他却提到说他是总是会运动。
All right, you also heard some information about education. Here in the objective description, you heard finished his master's degree, while for the subjective description, we only heard he's really smart.
在客观描述里面呢，讲到教育程度时，他说到哦，他刚完成他的硕士学位，但是到了主观描述里头，却说他是相当的聪明。
All right, and then finally, we heard about where the person works. And in the objective description, you heard that he works for Sony, while in the subjective description, it just said that he had a great job.
好，那在讲到工作的部分呢，客观描述的地方说他是为 Sony 做工作，但是到了主观描述的地方，他却只简单的说他有一个很好的工作。
All right, so now let's learn more about writing objective and subjective descriptions by discussing the goals and the situations in which you would write each type of description.
好，我们接下来呢，再仔细的来分辨一下这个主观跟客观叙述的不一样哦，我们来讨论一下。
Right, so first, in the objective description, your goal is just to write down the facts as clearly as possible. And you want to use specific facts instead of opinions or feelings in your description.
好，在所谓的这个客观描述里面呢，作者的目标应该是尽可能的把事情描述的非常的清晰、非常的分明，而且大多数会使用这个明确的事实来进行描绘，而不需要特别去强调个人的意见或是感受。
All right, so now let's take a look at some examples of some specific facts that you can use. And so, for example, it's better to say that a person is 190 centimeters tall rather than the person is quite tall.
好，我们来举个例哦，比如说我们要说这个人的身高呢，哦，那如果你要进行客观描述的话，哦，你应该要说他是190公分高，而不是只单纯的说他相当的高。
And also, it's better to write that a car is navy blue instead of just saying that the car is a dark color or that the car is a nice color.
或者当我们要描述一台车的时候，我们可以说它是海军蓝的颜色，而不是只是说它这个颜色比较暗，或者是颜色还不赖。
Right, so some examples of situations in which you might want to write an objective description are if you're giving someone directions, or when someone is going to visit you, or when you want someone to buy something for you at the store, you need a very specific description. Or else possibly maybe you lost something and you're writing some kind of ad in the lost and found. And then you also want to have very clear objective descriptions.
好，那有什么样的状况下你会需要做出所谓客观的描述呢？举例来说，当你想要跟你这个通知你要来访的朋友说要在哪里会面的时候，你就必须要给他非常清晰、非常客观的描述；或者是你要请别人帮你买东西的时候，你要告诉他你要买的东西是什么样子。那也有可能是当你遗失了东西，你希望别人帮你协寻的时候呢，这些场合下面你都会需要所谓的客观描述。
Right, now, if you're writing a subjective description, you're usually trying to create a feeling or an impression upon your reader through your writing. And you usually want your description to create either a positive or a negative impression about your topic.
好，那我们接下来讲的是主观描述哦。在主观描述的状况下呢，作者的目的通常是透过文字来替读者去去营造一种所谓的感受，跟建立一种形象。那作者他会借由主观的描述呢，来表达对这件事情它是正面或是一些负面的一些态度。
All right, so another thing to remember when you're writing a subjective description is that you can't use your whole description to just write about your feelings on the topic. You still want to have some basic facts that you add into your description.
好，另外一件事，各位同学应该注意到的呢，是即使你在做所谓的主观叙述的时候，你不能只单纯的去描述你个人的感受或是感觉，同时呢，你还是应该要加入一些真正的事实才可以。
And so let's look at an example. So if you maybe you want to write about this room that you see. You could say that the walls were a warm and gentle creamy yellow color, instead of just writing that the walls were a warm and gentle color.
好，那像各位同学现在看到这张图片里头哦，这面墙壁的颜色，如果你要描述这面墙壁的颜色呢，你可以说它是有这个温暖柔和的奶油黄色。哦，那如果你只单纯的说它是颜色温暖柔和，当然是比较不好的了。
Right. So now you might want to use a subjective description if you're writing about an advertisement or you're writing an recommendation.
好，那什么样的状况下会使用到所谓的主观叙述呢？哦，那通常我们会在使用主观叙述哦，当我们在写所谓的广告文案的时候，或者是当我们在写所谓的推荐信的时候。
Right, so no matter what type of description you're writing, it can help if you try to answer some of the following questions as you plan your description.
好，无论呢你是要写这个主观形式或者是客观形式的叙述哦，以下会有几个问题都能够帮助你去描绘你想要说出来的事物。
All right, our first question is, what do you want to describe?
好，第一个问题是你想要描述的是什么样的东西呢？
All right, our second is, what does it look like?
第二个问题是它的长相怎么样呢？
What is it made of?
它的原料是什么呢？
What does it do?
它的功用为何？
What color is it?
它是什么颜色的？
How does it work?
它的使用方式如何呢？
What is special about it?
它有什么特别的地方呢？
And our last question is, what makes it better or worse than other objects?
和其他的东西相比，这样东西它有什么优劣之处？
All right. In addition, it's also important if you have some type of organization when you're writing a description. For example, if you're writing a description of a room, you could start your description from one side of the room and then move across the room to the other side. And this way, we have something called a spatial organization for the room.
好，当我们在进行叙述的时候呢，我们同时还要注意所谓文章的结构哦。那举例来讲，如果你现在要描述的是一间房子，那你可以从房子的一边一侧开始描述，那接下来就从这一侧开始推行到另外一侧去。哦，那这种所谓的结构呢，也就是我们所谓的空间性描述的结构方式。
Right? You can also organize your room by time or something like the important features of what you're describing. The important thing is that you should have some type of organizations that group the features that you're describing.
好，那另外呢，你也可以使用时间的先后，或者是一些重要特征来做分类，去架构你的文章。那重点就是你必须要有一些逻辑性的方式来把你所叙述的内容做个分类。
All right, let's take a little bit of a break now. We'll be back in a few moments.
好，我们先休息一下，待会我们再回来继续讨论。
All right, welcome back. And now we're going to work through the process of writing an objective and subjective description.
欢迎各位同学回来。我们现在呢，接下来会继续去写作所谓的客观叙述以及主观叙述。
All right, the first thing we need is something to write about. So why don't we decide to write about just some common object that you can find around the home or the office?
好，那既然要开始写作了，我们首先得找到一个主题。那我们就先找一个我们随手可得在家里就可以发现的东西来当做这一次要描述的主题。
And so before we pick out the exact object that we're going to write about, let's brainstorm about some of the general features that you might find in an object.
好，首先呢，在我们决定这个确切的东西之前我们先来进行一下脑力激荡。
All right, and so now you can see, let's take a look at a word web that we made about this.
好，现在我们可以看到荧幕上这里是我们可以用来描述一项事物的单字网。
All right, so right in the middle, we write down object.
好，在中间呢，我们写下来我们要描述的这件事物。
And here are some features that we can write about. The color, for example.
好，我们可以写出它的一些特色比如说，我们可以先描述它的颜色。
We can also write about the size.
我们也可以描述它的大小。
Style or design.
它的一些风格
Material that it's made of.
它的材质。
How much it costs.
它的花费。
The function of the object.
这样东西它的功用。
Some basic features.
它的一些基本的一些特色。
And then some special features.
还有一些比较特别的一些特征。
All right, so now we need to choose an object to write about, and why don't we just pick a calculator?
好，那既然我们现在要选一项东西来描述，那我们就先选一样东西。好，我们来选这个所谓的计算机。
All right, so now let's take a look at this is the calculator we're going to write about, and it's kind of cute. It's a little bit unique because it has the blue cover. So let's write a subjective essay about this calculator.
好，现在在荧幕上各位同学看到的这一台计算机它长得蛮可爱的，而且呢，它还有点特别，因为它有一个蓝色的盖子。那我们接下来就用这个计算机来进行一个主观的描述。
All right, and the first thing we need to do when we're writing a subjective essay is to decide what kind of impression we want to give our readers.
好，当我们要开始描述之前，我们要先想一下，我们希望给我们的读者什么样的一个印象呢？
All right, and so let's say that we want to create a very positive impression.
好，那我们对于这个计算机的印象蛮好的所以我们就说，我们希望提供给一个读者一个比较正面的印象。
And to decide on what we can actually write about to create this positive impression, let's generate some ideas in a very organized manner.
好，那既然我们要让他们能够有比较正面的印象首先我们先来想一些想法然后我们要把它以一个比较有组织的方式去呈现。
All right, and one way that we can create some ideas, or we can organize our ideas, is to make a list. And so we are going to create our list by adding some details to the features that we brainstormed about earlier.
好，那当然我们要以一个比较有结构的方式去呈现那一个方法呢，就是我们写出所谓的一个条列式的方式那我们现在可以先来根据刚刚的单字网来想出一些细节，那把它条列出来。
All right, so now let's take a look at our outline.
好，我们来看一下，这是我们刚刚可以写出来的大纲。
So first, the object we're going to write about is a calculator.
好，那主题就是这一台计算机了。
And the color is it's silver with the blue cover.
它的颜色呢是银色的，但是它还有一个蓝色的盖子。
All right, the size, so you can say it's small and light.
它的大小呢，是属于比较小型，而且看起来蛮轻的。
Style and design, let's say that it's cute and it's simple.
它的风格是比较可爱而且比较简洁的。
We look at the material, it's mostly plastic.
它的材质大多数应该是塑胶的。
And as far as cost, we can say it's probably inexpensive, only a few hundred NT dollars.
关于它的花费呢，大概不会太贵大概顶多几百块钱就可以买到了。
And let's look at the functions. We can say that it has like the basic math functions such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Also can see it has a square root key and a percentage key.
那它有哪些功用呢？我们可以看到最基本的一些数学运算，像是加减乘除，这台计算机都可以提供。那同时我们也可以看到它还有所谓的平方根键以及所谓的百分键。
All right, now let's look at the basic features. We can see that the keys are easy to press.
它的一些基本特色呢，我们可以看到它的按键是蛮容易去按取的。
And then a special feature, there's a keypad cover.
比较特别的地方就是它拥有一个所谓的按键的保护盖。
All right, now we're going to take these details from our list and we're going to make an outline that organizes our essay even better.
好，我们现在来看看我们刚刚条列出来的一些特色那我们可以把它写成大纲，然后让它显得更加的有组织。
All right, the first thing that we're going to do is make a topic sentence to organize and give direction to our entire essay.
好，那第一件要做的事情呢，就是写下我们的主题句喽。
All right, so let's take a look at an example of a topic sentence. We can have this one. This is a perfect pocket calculator because it is both useful and a great value.
好，我们写下来的主题句呢，就像各位在荧幕上看到的这样他说这是一台绝佳的口袋型计算机，因为它既有用，而且呢，它又有非常好的价值。
And so you can see we create the positive impression by saying it's perfect. We also say it's useful and a great value.
好，那你可以发现呢，我们就因此而树立了一个非常正面的印象。我们说它很有用，而且呢，它非常适合成为一个好的所谓口袋计算机。
All right, next we're going to go on and we're going to create a conclusion.
好，那接下来我们下一个步骤是写出所谓的结尾。
And so here's our sample conclusion. So if you need a convenient calculator to keep you in your pocket or purse, this calculator should be your first and only choice.
好，我们可以看到我们这里的结尾句是像这样的：如果你需要一台简便而且方便的这个计算机放在你的口袋或者放在你的皮包里带着走，这台计算机应该是你最好而且唯一的选择。
And so you can see that there's some echoing of the topic sentence in our conclusion.
你可以发现这个结尾句呢，跟我们的主题句是有相呼应的。
And so in the intro, it says pocket calculator, but in our conclusion, we have the words convenient and keep in your pocket or purse.
好，那我们在主题句里面提到说，它是一个 pocket calculator 放在口袋里携带的这种计算机。到了结尾的地方，我们就提到说它很方便，而且可以放在你的口袋或者是皮包里。
And then also in our introduction, we say this is a perfect calculator. And then in our conclusion, we say it should be your first and only choice.
在主题句里面呢，我们说它是一台 perfect， 它是一台完美的计算机。到了结尾句的地方，我们就提到说它应该是你唯一而且是最好的选择。
All right, so now we're going to continue to complete our outline by having some support sentences.
好，那接下来我们下一个步骤是加入一些支持句喽。
And we're going to have two topics in our support sentence. We're going to have useful and great value.
好，我们会提到2个支持的论点哦。第一个讲到的是它很有用，第二个讲到的是它的绝佳的价值。
All right, so now let's add some specific qualities that make this calculator useful and some that make it a great value.
好，我们先来加入一些非常的精细的细节哦。
And so we can see here it's useful because the size is small, that it has some good basic features, also some special features, and it also has all the basic functions of a calculator.
好，我们可以发现呢，如果我们要讲到说它很有用的话，我们可以提到第一个它的大小，它比较小，它比较轻盈。那它的一些基本特色哦，是说像它的盖子啊是很容易按取，或是一些特征以及它的功用。
All right, and now let's talk about why it's a great value. We can say that it's inexpensive, it only costs a few $100s.
好，那我们讲到它有绝佳价值的部分呢，我们讲到是它的花费哦，它并不贵，你可以用很少的钱就可以买到它。
All right, so now you can see we have a complete outline here, and once we have this outline, it's going to be very easy for us to write our essay.
好，那我们可以发现我们现在已经有一个完整的这个大纲了。那既然我们有了大纲呢，我们就可以写出我们的短文来了。
All right, so let's take a little bit of a break now. We'll be back with more English composition soon.
好，我们先休息一下，待会再回来看这篇短文。
All right, let's read our writing model.
好，我们接下来看看我们的写作范例。
This is a perfect pocket calculator because it is both useful and a great value. First of all, this calculator is just the right size.
这是一台完美的口袋型计算机，因为它非常的有用，而且它有绝佳的价值。首先呢，这台计算机它的大小刚好。
It is small enough to fit into a shirt pocket, and it is light enough not to weigh you down, but it is still big enough to have nicely spaced keys that are easy to press.
它的体积小到可以让你放进你的衣服口袋里，同时它也够轻，所以不会让你觉得很沉重。但是呢，它也又够大，能够让你去好按取这个键盘哦，不受任何的影响。
The keypad even has a smartly engineered cover that can keep the keys clean and prevent you from turning the calculator on by accident.
这个按键甚至拥有一个按键的掀盖，它可以让你保持这个按键的清洁，同时呢又可以避免你不小心的时候让这台计算机开机。
Second, this calculator has all the keys you need for normal math problems, and it even has a square root key, which you will not find on other pocket calculators.
第二点，这台计算机它拥有所有正常数学运算所需要的键，同时它甚至还有平方根，这是有一些口袋计算机里头并不会拥有的。
Finally, this inexpensive calculator is just the right price. You can get one for under $200. So if you need a convenient calculator to keep in your pocket or purse, this calculator should be your first and only choice.
最后，这台计算机并不昂贵，它的价格刚好，你可以用低于200块钱就可以买到它了。所以，如果你需要一台方便而且容易携带的计算机，让它带在你的口袋或者是你的皮包里，这台计算机应该是你最好的选择。
All right, so let's take a look at some of the phrases that make this into a subjective essay.
好，我们来看看这篇短文里面呢，到底是什么样让它是所谓的主观性叙述呢？
So for example, you can see it says perfect, this word perfect pocket calculator. We can also see words like useful, great value, and just the right size.
好，现在荧幕上画红色底线这些字呢，都是所谓主观性的叙述。你可以看到它使用完美的、很有用的、绝佳的价值，或者是大小刚好，这些都是比较属于主观性的叙述。
If we look at the next page, we can see some other words like light enough not to weigh you down, big enough, nicely spaced keys, easy to press. These are all words that are subjective in value.
好，那第2页这个部分，我们可以看到，像是讲到它很轻，或是讲到它够大，能够让你去按取这些键，这些都是比较属于主观性的叙述。
All right, so on the next page, smartly engineered cover is a subjective phrase.
好，在这个段落里面呢，在讲到说它有一个非常聪明的这个盖子的部分这是属于主观叙述。
All right, and next we can see another phrase, all the keys you need.
好，那下一页这个地方，它讲到说你所需要的所有的键。
All right, as we go on, we can see inexpensive is also a subjective term.
好，那在这一页里面呢，用来形容说它不会很贵这个 inexpensive 这个字也是主观叙述。
And finally, at the end, it says this calculator should be your first and only choice.
好，最后他提到的这一句话更是主观叙述的一种。
All right, let's talk about our objective essay now. So we don't have time to go through the whole brainstorming process, so we're just going to show you our objective essay.
好，那接下来各位同学会看到的是属于客观叙述的一个部分。那我们不会再带各位同学经过所有的这脑力激荡的部分那我们就直接来看写作范例。
All right, so let's quickly read our next writing model.
好，我们来看一下写作范例的部分。
This is a simple calculator that you can use for basic mathematics problems. The calculator has a plain white and gray plastic case and big black or gray keys.
这是一台简单的计算机，你可以用它来计算简单的基础的数学问题。这台计算机它有一个白色兼灰色的这个塑胶壳盖，而且它的键盘很大。
The keys are also widely spaced, which makes them easy to press. You can use this calculator to determine the answers to simple addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division problems.
上面的按键都分布的非常的宽广，而且让它们非常容易去按取，所以你可以使用这台计算机来计算一些简单的加减乘除的问题。
The calculator also has 2 special features. First, it has a 12-digit display, so you can use it with very large numbers.
这台计算机它有一些特色，第一点，它有可以显示12位数的键盘，所以你可以用它来计算很大的数字。
Second, it has a solar panel, so you rarely have to replace the battery. This calculator is nothing special, but it can help you find the answers to common math problems more efficiently.
第二点，它有所谓的太阳能板，所以你几乎不需要更换电池。这台计算机并没有什么特别，但它可以帮助你去找到一些简单的数学问题的答案。
All right, so let's take a look at some of the facts that we can see in this essay now. So we can see you can use it for basic math problems. Also, the color of the keys are facts.
好，我们可以看到它这个地方讲到的客观叙述，包括像是颜色这些都是属于客观叙述的部分。
All right, so now if we go on and we look at some other features, the kinds of keys, the functions that it can do, such as addition, subtraction, etc., these are also objective facts.
在这个部分讲到这个计算机的功用这也是客观描述。
Having a 12-digit display is also objective.
12位数显示的这个特色呢也是客观描述。
And then having a solar panel is also objective.
那讲到太阳能板的部分，也是属于客观的部分。
All right, for your homework, you should write your own essay about some kind of object.
好，那回去呢，请各位同学选择一样自己的东西去做描述。
All right, thanks for joining us this week for English Composition. We'll see you again next week.
谢谢各位同学的参与，我们下礼拜再见。